What's up, fight fans? I'm Jake Gatto, and welcome to the Boxing and Jedi Temple. And of course, today we're going to get into something. We're going to get into a lot of somethings. But welcome, everybody. And just for the meanwhile, I just want to basically just hit you with this simply because it's Saturday and it's fucking fight night. Yeah, who's ready to talk some boxing, kid? I've already sent out the invites to my guests, which will probably be Zone 6 and my man Hybrid 95. Get your asses on here. Anybody else want to get on? Just leave your goddamn email address right in the chat section and I'll send you an invite so we could talk some boxing. Let's get it. What's going on, fight fans? Happy Saturday. No doubt, happy fight day to everybody out there, no doubt. What's going on, my man Tommy Temple? What's good, baby?
What's going on, Jedi?
Chilling, brother. Happy Saturday, happy fight night.
Are you all hyped for tonight?
Oh yeah, definitely, man. We're gonna get into some topics, man. I just wanted to send some invites. Zone 6 A wanted to come on, so I'll send them an invite and Hybrid 95 as well. So and my man Tommy Temp is on, always up to the task. How you doing, my friend?
I'm good today, man. How are you?
That's what's up, man. You amped for tonight, baby?
Well, the thing is, if the fight's on in America, by the time in UK time, it's sort of 4 a.m., 5 a.m. So I'll see if I can stay awake or have a nap before. I'm hoping to. Let's put it that way.
Because if you want, man, shit. If you want, just leave your Google Hangouts on, and when it's time, I'll send you an invite. And if you got stereo surround, just make sure that you put the notification on so that should wake you up. You know, sort of like a little time clock. You know, and you won't miss it, man. Shit, I'll wake you up.
Sweet.
Serious, man. I'll wake your ass up. Definitely, man. That's what's up. Yeah, so we got Tyson Fury going up against who was it, Schwartz tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was watching some footage on Schwartz, and I'm not too sold, brother. I'm not too sold, but let's see what happens. You know, my man ate a Snickers in front of him yesterday. That was some funny shit. Yeah,
it's like a curse now, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like oh shit, want to be the champion? Eat a Snickers, like I can just see the fucking commercial now and shit, But yeah, man, peace to everybody that's checking on in, man. Peace to everybody, peace to the three watching, the three fight fans that are watching. Hit the like button.
Jedi, have you changed your headset or something?
Yeah. What? Can you hear me good?
It's not quite as good, but I can hear you. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
How about now? Can you hear me better?
Oh yeah, that's sick. That's
all right. Yeah. So my bad. Thank you for letting me know that. Everybody, man. Who's on the check-in, man? Just hit the like button, man, so this shit can be recognized by the algorithm. Fucks. You know what I mean? So that because that's what they're saying. They're saying you hit the likes, and I really don't care about numbers except for you guys showing up. But just hit the like so that way you can hit other, credible fight fans. But peace to everybody out there that's keeping it real and dropping boxing, man. So Tommy, man, what's been going on in the boxing world today with you, man?
Oh,
How
the
many?
only thing,
How many troll defeats have you handed out this week?
you know what? I took my first L last night on
Oh, really?
Raf's show. Yeah. We were debating whether or not Tyson's still lineal, and I lost that debate.
Oh man, what were you saying? He wasn't Laniil?
I'm saying he was, but
Oh,
Raf and another guy called John Daly made a very, very good case. But obviously, I didn't know all the facts. But the case they made was very, very strong.
okay.
So it all comes down to whether or not you consider Vladimir to have been lineal to begin with. That's really the crutch of the argument.
I see. And everybody, my man, say what's up to Zone 6, kid. What's going on, Zone?
Hey,
Yes,
what's
Zone.
up, fellas? What's up, fellas? Y'all still? Are we talking about the lineal thing again?
I mean, no. He was just letting me know that he took his first L yesterday from Raph Dawkins, from Combat Radio, because they had a little debate on that. So I'm just wondering, like, I don't see how he lost because from what I understood, I mean, Laniil was still in the picture. Let him know, Zone.
Well, if we go back first of all, you got to think about what the belt is and how do we get a belt.
Right.
I don't think people even understand that. Now, it was at one time with me, Rollo Jenkins, Boxologist, we had did some extensive research on the belt. Now, the way the belt really works is that the best man, let's say he's in the town and he whoops everybody in that district, that area, or that region.
Right.
The town and the people, which would be us, like the fans, and I'm gonna break it down some more. We had the power and the authority to recognize that champion in our town. And what we would do, instead of a belt, we would present him with prizes and shit. That's
Right.
That's why they call it prize fighting. So we
Right.
would be like, man, you're the man, here's a goat, or man, you're the man, and it came into a form of a trophy.
Right.
But it was a company that decided to say, hey, and the company name is Lionsdale. Lionsdale.
Lionsdale Boxing.
Yep, and that's who make belts. They make the actual belts. And they're probably a trophy company as well too, but that's what they do.
Right.
And they just got into the belt game. Instead of presenting your champion, okay, with a actual trophy, they just gave them belts. But for the longest, the title was always symbolic. It wasn't anything to have.
Right.
Until some guy came up with a way to say, let me start figuring out how to make trophy devices, and let's put one in the form of a belt. And that's where you get the company Lionsdale from. And they start presenting champions with belts. And the first one you see, like always, is the Ring Magazine belt. Everybody always think that represented the belt. No, that's just actually the Ring Magazine belt, which is separate from the world title before the NBA came on the scene and then turned to the WBA and split.
Right.
But when you actually go back and look at Sugar Ray Robinson, Jack Johnson, you didn't see them with a tangible belt. You didn't see Sonny Liston. Think about it. When Sonny Liston and Ali fought, now Ali's a perfect example because he's a cross between both eras.
Right.
Did you see a belt raised with Sonny Liston and Muhammad Ali?
No.
It was understood what was on the line.
Right.
And it was symbolic. See, and but now you could go to Ali's history in the future and see an actual belt.
Yeah.
But now, when he fought Sonny Liston, there was nothing. Them guys came out in white towels and they got to work.
Yeah. Yep. I feel you. And it's just like I said, before they had all that shit in there with the Laniil and the, and now they made it even worse with all of this. They got a fucking Pearl Championship. What the fuck is that, guys? What the fuck is a Pearl Championship?
It's
for
like
the ladies.
It's just to make that. Once you get into the belt game and you start making trophies, you can start making sub trophies for anything.
Can we?
Canelo had a special belt. I think you know how they do.
Can we make a transparent ass belt for transparent ass niggas?
Really, I'm gonna tell you, the belt is really just symbolic. We as the fans, like when people start talking about this this linealship, it says the man who beat the man, but another part of the definition is the universally recognized person. So really the linealship can switch if the people deem the lineal champion not worthy.
Basically.
people don't understand that. But they always say it's the man who beat the man. Yet it's the man who beat the man that the people consider to be the man universally. Right. It's not just the man over here on the right, and regardless, he gets to keep it. No, if you're not doing what you're supposed to do as a champion, like case in point, Tyson Fury was absent. He was having issues. Then we could have crowned, if Anthony Joshua and Wilder had a fought and established undisputed, then one of them would have been recognized as probably the undisputed champion, which really we could have switched the lineal shift from him to him, especially with Tyson Fury being inactive.
Right.
So, it's the belts ain't really nothing. It confuses people because it's tangible, but we really get to decide what's what, to be honest with you. If a guy's not acting the way he should, then we can really kind of strip him, the people. We just let the sanctioning bodies do it because we just used to that.
Yeah.
But in all actuality, if a lot of people don't recognize you as a champion, then you're not a champion. You can't do nothing about that. Basically. The power resides with the fans.
Yeah.
Not with the sanctioning bodies. So to me, like for instance, Vladimir Klitschko and Vitaly, when them two was fighting, a lineal ship hasn't. Okay, let me tell you this. Tyson Fury is not the lineal champion to me. There hasn't been an established lineal champion because you say he was lineal, he beat Vlad, but how the hell did Vladimir establish himself as lineal when he had a brother that was helping him clean up the division? That's not fair.
That's true. Yeah.
I can't never call two guys who tag teaming a division together, whether it be brothers, friends, cousins. Now, it's understandable if you guys are brothers. We gave you that pass. We didn't hold it against you, but we're not finna give you credit when we know that your brother and you are cleaning up the division together. And your brother was considered better than you, and your brother had a shot at it with Lennox and lost. So it died with Lennox Lewis.
Yeah, but hold on, Zone. Let me ask you a question on that. You guys hear me? Yeah.
Yeah. You clear.
Yeah. Sorry. I agree that. Let me get the names right. Vitaly basically created a wake where Vladimir was behind in the wake or in the slipstream, so to speak. Does that make sense? So, as you say, Vitaly was probably doing most of the hard work, getting rid of the harder guys.
Basically,
making it easier for his younger brother.
He was the more gifted and he was the more talented one out of both of them.
The thing is, I actually thought Vitaly wasn't as technical, but he was tougher and rougher. And I reckon if the two were to fight, I reckon Vitaly would have beaten Vlad. It would have been a difficult fight, but Vladimir had a suspect chin, in my opinion.
Right.
But what about when Vitaly retired?
So when he retired again, now we gonna say, all right, how do we establish lineal? Now there's a clear opportunity for Vlad to separate himself. Brothers no longer in the division. Let's see what happens. And Vladimir never established himself because he let his brother belt hangs out there and let now if you can remember, Vladimir told the world, he said, hey, once my brother retired, I'm going to get my brother's belt.
Right.
And at the time, Stavern was the guy that he's supposed to kind of have fought. Then he switched to Wilder, obviously, because Wilder ended up getting the belt. So Vladimir allowed Wilder to become this person that he is today when he could have just stopped it and became undisputed, and he would have been officially a lineal champion to me.
Right.
Because he would have picked up the WBC belt, which would have been a victory over Stavern after he beat Areola, or it would have been Wilder after he beat Stavern.
Right, got you.
You see what I'm saying?
I got you now. I need you to explain something to some of the fucking newbies out here. You know what I'm saying? Peace to my man Duke Golden. No doubt, Duke Golden. Everybody go check out my man Duke Golden. Go check out Hybrid 95, my man Tommy Temper, and definitely Zone 6 Boxing. Now, and my man Box. What's going on, Box? All right, check it out, Zone. Please explain to these motherfuckers out here the difference between undisputed and unified, please.
Well, undisputed, you got all the belts. I mean, if we're gonna go with the belt theory, because that's what we're using. Now, back in the day, it was like I said, it was a symbolic thing. But today, everybody know you gotta collect all the belts. That means you gotta have the WBA, WBC, IBF, and the WBO, not the IBO, none of that other crap. but you collect all 4 of those, then I'm under the impression that we all agree as fans that makes you undisputed, because that's what it says. That's we getting that from Bernard Hopkins and Zab Judah, who kind of done it recently. I mean, and then Terrence Crawford, obviously. So those 3 are recent examples. So once you collect all 4 belts, to me, you become undisputed. Lineal is a little bit less ranking to me because of what I stated earlier.
Right.
You can just make up shit. Like, for instance, that's more of an opinionated flip-flop popularity thing with Lineal, because right now, if you don't like, I'm going to take welterweights. If you still love Pacquiao, you can make him Lineal. If you figure it's Keith Thurman, you can make him Lineal. It could be Earl Spence. If we like Earl Spence more, he could be Lineal, in your opinion.
Right.
But you see what I'm saying? So we can make up who's the man in the division. And what most people say, so for instance, most people will say Terrence Crawford,
right,
and Earl Spence is the man. Let's go with that. That's the consensus, right? Keith Thurman and Pacquiao, fuck them two. They're pussies and all that bullshit, right?
Yeah.
So since Earl Spence and Crawford, if they fight and they unify, most people would consider one of them two the winner of that fight, the man, excluding Keith Thurman, excluding Pacquiao, because they will feel that's why I hate Lineal.
Yeah, to me, there's a bit of an overlap between Lineal and being the man that people can't quite separate in their minds. Because to me, Lineal, obviously, as Zone 6 says, to be Lineal, generally speaking, you have to beat the man or become undisputed if there isn't an existing Lineal champion.
Exactly. The same. Yeah. See, this is what happened when Mike Tyson and Spinks. You know what I'm saying? Spinks was considered Lineal. That's why he had to fight Spinks in order to be certified in those times when rankings mattered, when rankings were actually fucking used. You know what I mean? And it's like when Tyson beat Spinks, Tyson was certified, Lineal, you know, and this is what I'm saying. Like, I don't understand how they disrespect this man and say he's overhyped. But anyway, all right, no doubt, Zone. Thank you. Now let's talk about this. I ran across a stream. You know, it sort of upset me simply because it made no sense to me. And I'm glad you two gentlemen are on here, and I'm glad Duke Golden's here, Box is here, Hybrid 95, and everyone else watching, man. Tell me how you feel about, you know, fans and uploaders saying things like us fight fans hurt Wilder and let Wilder down. I mean, do any of you guys out here feel like you've let Wilder down in any way because of the way his basically his career's going? Whoever want to take a stab at it first, snuff it.
I'll have a quick stab at it.
Go ahead.
But as fans, we're not responsible for a boxer's career. We're only responsible for supporting a boxer if we are a fan of that boxer.
Right.
So, was there something I'm missing here, because I'm maybe not getting the understanding the question?
No, you said it right. Listen, here's the thing. This stuff is really just that simple. It's not that complex, and you answered it right. It just seemed like it should be more because of some of the people that are idiotic. Now, I'm a Deontay Wilder fan. I've been a Deontay Wilder fan since 2013. He and Keith Thurman are the two people that I put my name on when I first got through YouTube. So I still like Deontay Wilder. I'm still supporting of him. You know, I don't see the difference. I'm not like one of these new guys that's been on the Deontay Wilder bandwagon.
Right.
You know, I've always liked the guys that kind of box with power. So I'm biased toward boxer punchers.
Right.
And Wilder is kind of that, more of a puncher than a boxer, but that's what I'm a fan of. So I'm always be biased toward that style. Now, I don't know where all these new guys are coming from. It's like I told you guys before. Wilder hasn't done too much to put himself at the forefront of boxing.
Right.
I didn't like it because, you know, I'm a Wilder fan, and I noticed that he was taking the backseat to Floyd Mayweather in the welterweight action. I did not like that. I didn't see what was the point of a big 6'7" guy that could talk, that could speak well, that was from the South, could have had a fan base. Why was he taking the backseat to Manny Pacquiao and Mayweather and letting them get theirs off? When you had that many knockouts, you're supposed to be saying, hey, listen, I'll fight the fights that you guys want to see since Pacquiao and Mayweather ain't doing it.
Right.
And this before Canelo. I mean, so Wilder had a chance to capitalize on who he was before Canelo became a superstar.
Yeah, I have to agree.
And I never understood why he did. He let Broner was hot then. I mean, Nonito Donaire, Rigondeaux, everybody was Andre Ward. All these guys were being talked about while he was taking a back seat. And now he's mad trying to cover ground for all the ground that he lost. Now he's like, I'm not taking this. He said, I made a mistake in the earlier part of my career by taking a back seat to guys. I'm not doing that no more.
Yep. And I have to agree. And I have to agree with Duke Golden, man. And none of these new dudes were talking about Wilder. You know what I mean? And they're just a whole bunch of bandwagon riders. You know, the way I feel is this. I like Wilder. I just feel he's a mediocre. You know, just like Zone's eyes, my eyes, Duke Golden's eyes, Hybrid's eyes, and anybody else that's our age or whatever. And we have seen greatness. We have seen skill. We have seen pedigree. So, you know, this is why I tell these fucking pamper wearing ass niggas, shut the fuck up when grown folk talking on this, because you don't know what greatness is. Now, when you go and you rewind the tapes and see the fights that we've already seen live or we seen live on TV or at the time when it functioned, even though, you know what I'm saying? It's just, you got to understand, we since we've seen the maneuver, just like we walk better than you, we live life better than you motherfuckers. We know what life is. We've seen what it consists of, and we've seen these boxers, go in and out of attrition. So we know what it is to see tested fighters, and none of these motherfuckers are up to par. These are subpar motherfuckers. And you know, when it comes to Wilder, and I've already given my statement, and I'm gonna say it real fast again. The reason why I feel he's not fighting like an American heavyweight champion is because I've seen the road of many American heavyweight champions. He's not even fighting like a British heavyweight champion. Exactly. Even British heavyweight champions came here, and to this day, step foot. You know what I'm saying? Step foot here in America. So it's like, I just don't understand where we let him down. If anything, you guys are letting him down, because you back up and white flag and rainbow flag and pom-pom all of his sayings and all of this bullshit that he's injecting himself with, instead of telling them the fucking truth. See, now Anthony Joshua fans, not fanboys, Anthony Joshua fans, the ones that are still with him till this day, understand that you just don't abandon your motherfucking champion because he got a fucking L now. You feel what I'm saying? I'm telling you, when Wilder loses, a lot of you guys are not going to be there. So stop with this. Let him down. You guys you guys are letting him down. All this shit with Rigondeaux and fucking, remember Ndongo?
Yep.
Remember this? And what happened? What happened to all the Ndongo hype? What happened to all the fucking Ndongo hype? Peace to Loma King. What's going on, Loma? You know, everybody was tracking Ndongo for the moment because he's black, he's this, and he's African, right? And what happened? They left that brother in the dust. Look what happened to Andre Ward. So it's devices and weaponized boxing fans, kid. And that's why motherfuckers like us have to debunk little shits like this, where fans and uploaders think that we let Wilder down because Wilder's not doing too well. Get the fuck out of here on any means of transportation. You guys want to add on to this before we move on?
I mean, I agree with you, for the most part. With me, I'm not really at this point in level of being on YouTube for a while now. I'm not. I don't really concern myself with the opinion of some of the people that I know just got here.
Right.
Mine is based on the integrity of boxing at this point. When I first came on YouTube, I was in my late 20s. You know what I'm saying? I've been here for a while to grow with you guys, OGs, but I'm just not concerned with that stupidity.
Right.
So Wilder, like I said, I like Wilder since I first got on here. He's not that technical. I always thought AJ was the A side, being fair. I think he should have took the 15 million. That's my opinion, and that's it.
Right. I got you. No doubt. Now we're gonna talk about something that a lot of these guys aren't talking about, and we're gonna fucking break it down right now. We're gonna break it down because you guys are scared to talk about it. Now, what the fuck? Before I go into this, I want to say what's up to Rilo Jenkins. What's going on, kid? Happy fight night. Now, what the fuck And where the fuck is the boogeyman Errol Spence Jr.? Anybody want to answer that? Where the fuck is Errol Spence Jr. here?
He's on the other side of the street.
Oh shit, Zone. You want to let us know what the fuck's going on with Errol, kid?
Man, you know I don't like Errol Spence, man. I've been told you guys, I've been shouting it that this dude's a sucker, man. I mean, I'm gonna tell you, this when I know a guy's a sucker.
Right.
I'm finna tell you something. Listen, when a guy pick on somebody, like to me, to be tough and strong and kind of people I like is guys who really seek challenges. I didn't like the fact that he was taking advantage of Keith Thurman being injured, you know, and Mayweather wrapping his arms around and getting this guy the green light without him even having to fight. He hasn't fought anybody. Everybody he fought is made soft. They all are, you know, weak in the inside, hollow type, lanky type fighters. Now he's scheduled to actually fight 100% prime guy who's gonna get in his chest. Now it's some hesitation. Yeah, it was easy to fight Brook because Brook had just got his eye socket disintegrated by Triple G.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you know, Brooks was playing games prior to the fight, so that can give you a little bit more motivation. It's easy to call out Keith Thurman when you know the guy's actually injured, but now they talking about, you know, putting you through tests, get steroids out your system, and then you got a real test. Errol Spence kind of quiet.
Motherfuckers, we was talking about his cookie nipples back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers talking about his fucking big fat cookie nipples and how that, I mean, and I, you know, then I didn't really pay attention to that. But now that I see that he's ducking and dodging all of this bullshit, it should make you want to think. You know what I'm saying? Tommy, how you feel about Errol Spence Jr. being on the other side of the street now after talking all that side of the street bullshit?
Basically, I see a boxer that's gone soft because he knows he's getting paid, so he's not really worried.
Right.
That's because, look, if someone came to my back door and challenged me, I'd fucking want it, you know. So Bud came to some event where Errol Spence was at, and Errol Spence, I don't know if he was stoned or what, but he just was not interested in anything that Bud was saying.
Yeah,
whatever. I got my next.
He confronted him. That was when he bitched him out, and Bob Arum came out and said, "You know, Al is smart keeping you away from Terrence. You know, he's a smart guy." Like, you know what I'm saying? You know, and I gotta say that's facts. I mean, you know, he got punked out. You could even tell that Errol Spence Jr. got so tight. He got so tight that he started talking to Crawford's man, who was smaller than him, and Crawford had to be like, "Yo, but talk to me though. Forget about him. Talk to me, bro." And motherfuckers out here talking about he the truth. I mean, look, I'm not, you know, I'm not saying that, you know, Duke Otis said nigga went Hollywood. Sabah says Errol the big tit Spence. Oh wow. Yo, it's that yo, we do this to you fighters simply because, and you can't say that we have to play our position or we never been in. Some of us been in the ring before. Some of us have you know what I'm saying, we have a right to critique. You know what I'm saying? We see you take our money. You know what I'm saying? We're fight fans. We're allowed to talk about that. We didn't talk about you. You guys, we wouldn't see you. We wouldn't pay money for you and go anywhere. So stop that bullshit where, oh, you motherfuckers don't know what you're talking about. And you fight fans that be talking shit, covering up, saying what they're saying verbatim too. You need to hop off the fucking mighty dick. You know what I'm saying? With that bullshit on some, oh, you know what I'm saying? You got to stop talking shit about him. You never been in the ring. Shut the fuck up. You either. You know what I'm saying? You have no right even trying to fucking bring that shit to any fight fan who's critiquing the right way. I can understand trolling and all that shit. It's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about like we're doing, critiquing the correct way. You know what I'm saying? In a debate, in a hangout. You know what I'm saying? Just letting thoughts out. You motherfuckers can't tell us nothing about this shit. It was back then. The fighters back then gave us the fights we wanted because they knew that our critique was exactly where they were headed. You know, but that, you know, reason why we're getting on Errol Spence is because what the fuck are you doing fighting a 140, well, actually 135 pounder, but you know, 140 fighter? Talk about you pound for pound if you beat him, but you forgot about Terrence fucking Crawford. You know what I mean? Talk about you need a strap. You fucking Thurmanized him. No offense to anybody out there who's a Thurman fan, but I mean, let's be real here. They both told Terrence Crawford after they told each other you need a strap. So what the fuck's going on here? Just like Tommy, just like Zone 6. I want to see the fucking fight. I want to see this shit. And him going to fight Canelo now instead of a Sean Porter, my man Zone 6 got a lot of facts to spit behind this. Because this is retarded. Retarded. I'm not, look, I don't, that's another thing. I got an email the other day talking about, oh, you should be talking about retarded people. First of all, look in the dictionary. Retarded means left back. In reality, motherfucker. I got an associates in life, in cartooning and animation. Get the fuck out of here on any means of transportation. I'm picking out Abrams with empty shells, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop it. Like you people don't understand. You know what I mean? Like we're doing it for real. Our critiquing is really what it's all about, because our shit is really to the point that everybody bites our shit, takes it verbatim, and puts a little bit of salt and bullshit on it and calls it theirs. Get the fuck out of here, Zone.
Yeah,
let
man.
us know how you feel about Errol Spence Jr. actually ducking Terrence Crawford.
Well, I'm gonna say this. To me, I know it's a duck. It goes in what I've been telling you guys. I'm not surprised about this. When you call out a guy that's not able to fight and his other options, that let me know that something's wrong with you. There's too much shit to do at welterweight across the board for people to be just targeting specific fighters. There's too much. We haven't had a true undisputed welterweight champion in a long time with no consistency. There's no reason. I mean, we getting guys that's belt hopping around. I mean, it's been like that for a long time. You know, since Zab Judah, obviously, and then it broke down from there. But that wasn't even a long reign. It went from Corey Spinks to Zab Judah. That was it. We haven't had a welterweight champion sit down, clean out the division, and have a decent reign or decent level of title defenses since, what, Jose Napoles?
Got me there.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? So we can't even think of a good welterweight run. Now, we can point to Trinidad, who had the IBF. You know, he was running through to ultimately meet De La Hoya. You know what I'm saying? But you still had Vernon Forrest. You had Ricardo Mayorga. You had a lot of work to do at 147 pounds. So I think that I just think he don't want to fight nobody that's worth nothing, man. Errol Spence just a sucker to me. I can just see when I look at him, I can just see he wants the easy path. Like, yeah. I mean, they giving him an umbrella or stamp of toughness, but that motherfucker ain't tough. I haven't seen him in a situation to be this guy that they claim he is. The dude is soft, man. It pisses me off talking about this dude because I know a soft dude when I see one. And it's every time somebody who want to get with him on that tough man shit, he backs the fuck down. When Crawford was like, talk to me, the motherfucker was looking left and looking right and shit. You know what I'm saying? Now Sean Porter like, I'm going to put my head in your chest and I'm going to teach you a lesson. Now he talking about he ain't signed the contract. See, this is what I don't understand. And then now when Keith Thurman gets straight and Keith Thurman starts saying the same thing, he's going to start ducking Keith Thurman. He doesn't want to fight anybody that wants to fight him back. That's his problem. If you want to fight Errol Spence back, then fuck it. That's the key. If you want to fight Errol Spence back, he's not going to fight you. He only wants to fight people who can't or don't want to fight him, and he makes his name off that shit. Meanwhile, Terrence Crawford's like, I want to fuck you up. It's an excuse. When Sean Porter didn't want to fight him because he had shit to do, he was like, I want to fight Sean Porter. Now Sean Porter's like, okay, all eyes on you. Yeah. What's up? Yeah. We ain't heard nothing. It's a shame, man. That's him. That's why I don't like him, man. He always want to fight somebody that don't want to fight him.
I gotta agree 100%, man. I mean, that's all we've been seeing. You know what I'm saying? Right. Crawford.
And nobody can't make a strong case. Every time, I know nobody said that because I've been waiting to drop that bomb on that punk for the longest. Look, he was so enthused about fighting Kell Brook because Kell Brook's soft ass didn't really want to fight him. You know, Kell Brook pulled the shit. You know, I'm finna go to 154. Then he pulled we finna get ready to sell this out. I gotta fight the guy. I don't want to look like a chump. He didn't want to fight this man after he got his eye socket broke, man. Come on.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, it was a good fight, but he don't want to fight people who want to fight him back, man. I'm telling you that now.
And then he want to take on a Canelo. Unless I don't see him winning that fight, man.
Man, Canelo gonna stop that dude, man. That dude ain't finna fight Canelo. Canelo's gonna kill that dude.
Can I jump?
Canelo, Earl Spence is slow, okay, but his size is not going to be a factor. Canelo is way stronger, way more technical, has a better jab, have a bunch of a better punch selection. There's no advantage that Earl Spence has against Canelo. It'd be just to sacrifice his fucking O so Keith Thurman or Terrence Crawford or Sean Porter can't get that scalp.
Yeah, so he's basically selling his O to the highest bidder.
Right. Just like a lot of these other suckers did, just like Mikey. And see, people gonna fall for it because, to be honest with you, let's be real. We know the Mexican fan base got a good memory, and we know they want their revenge. They're gonna accept it because they're gonna want to see Earl Spence get his ass destroyed by Canelo, just like he did to Mikey Garcia. They like they get back like that. We know that's how the Mexican fan base is, and that's cool. They want their get back. So Earl Spence is gonna be supported to fight this sucker Canelo, who should be fighting somebody else like Andrade or Jamal, but he likes to fight people who small too. So it's stupid, man. I don't want to see them two fight, man.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of dumb. I mean Canelo got business at 160 anyway.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And Errol Spence Jr. got business at 147. Let's stop the bullshit. Motherfuckers is really ducking and dodging and help each other fucking, you know what I'm saying, double dutch. Holding their titties while they jumping. They need to stop this shit, man. You know, they need to really stop this shit. Like, you know, enough of this. I mean, we wearing boxing drawers or thongs, gentlemen. What's going on?
The way I see it, right, is you've got two choices, generally speaking. You've got money or you've got legacy, right? And sometimes they overlap, but not very often. And by what's his name? Spence fighting Garcia instead of fighting the guy who moved up from 140, Bud, who was unified, and would it be fair to say lineal at 140?
Yeah, we can.
No, he was undisputed. You say the guy who you talking about Crawford, right?
Yeah. Bud, yeah.
Crawford was undisputed.
Yeah.
And would it be fair to call him lineal at 140?
Yeah, if he's undisputed, he was automatic. I mean, he's not
Yeah.
But
right. So basically,
he was at the time. He had everything, even the ring mag, everything. Everything.
So my point is, Bud should have been a more prestigious fight. Might not have been a better financial fight, but in terms of prestige, name recognition, and achievements, that would have done a lot more to Spence than fighting Garcia.
Right.
But Spence went the money route, and it sounds like he's just chasing the money train.
Well, we can't say I disagree with that because Crawford is proven himself. That's a huge fight. That's a huge fight if you put that in Nebraska or you put that in Texas. That is a huge fight. Two undefeated.
Yeah. No, I don't disagree on that. But would Spence get paid more for that fight or the same?
He probably get 20 mil, like Duke Golden said. Yeah, like Duke Golden said.
Okay.
Yeah, he got offered 20 mil some shit.
Yeah, I think they lied to. I think they did a great job of selling Mikey Garcia as a more lucrative fight.
Right.
But Crawford, man, that's a good fight. I don't know who won't tune into that.
Damn. Because you know what, guys, I'm going to be honest. All the stuff I've been sort of conditioned or brainwashed with was that Crawford wouldn't be a big money fight, and if you guys are right, then obviously what I've been told is bullshit.
Right.
Yeah, what you've been told?
Well, basically that Bud Crawford isn't that big of he's hardly a pay-per-view star. But then again, is Errol Spence a pay-per-view star?
No,
they're not exactly.
The reason why it made pay-per-view last time was because of Mikey Garcia's fan base. You know what I mean?
That's right. Yep. So he's going after the money.
Yeah, and last time,
I can't say that because
last pay-per-view Crawford had, he sold pretty good. He sold over 750,000.
Yeah, that's very respectable.
So he did his thing, kid. I'm looking like ET right now, but it's all good.
Hold on, you say 750, so he almost busted $1 million.
He went over, yeah.
3/4, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so he technically went gold, if you want.
Yeah.
But the thing is that Mike Garcia, Earl Spence is gonna be a big fight anyway because Texas is a big state, man. Y'all got to remember these states are huge within themselves, and based on the state, a state alone can fill up an arena and sell. You can sell 1 million pay-per-views in damn near Texas alone. You know, $200,000-$300,000 in Texas alone, how huge it is.
Yep.
You know, so it's same thing with Cali. Y'all gotta realize y'all gotta look at things sometimes too on a state level. So they put it in the right state, the right space. Texas love boxing, they love sports. It's a big place to put it. Just like
Would that be in a stadium?
Just like Cali. If you're a kind of mediocre fighter, if you ever notice, the fighters who are tier 3 for as cash cow, they move up to tier 2 when they fight in Cali. Like the fights be bigger in Cali because they got their support.
Got you. I got you. No
Yeah, every
doubt.
time Victor Ortiz fought in California, a lot of that stuff is huge, man.
Oh yeah, definitely,
Yeah,
man.
it's huge. Cali love boxing, Texas love boxing. You know, New York does too. That's why those are obvious places.
Yeah, yeah. You know, I mean, as long as you got a nice venue and you got a nice following, you know what I mean? Like Texas, you know, around there, you know, it'll sell. It's just the demographics, you know, the demographics of the sport, where it's at now, and where, you know what I'm saying, where we can find it. You know, boxing's not dying. It's just diluted. You know, that's what I say. It's just diluted. Because if you look hard enough, you still have fighters that are worth it. You know what I mean? All right. Pablo, what's going on, Pablo? Pablo says getting ready for the Warrington versus Kid Galad fight, an undercard in 35 minutes. No doubt, man. No doubt. So now let's we already talked about let's talk about one more thing. Let's talk about this. I've been watching training footage of Keith Thurman, and I've been watching training footage of Manny Pacquiao. And I know pads don't hit back, boards don't hit back. I know that training doesn't, you know, actually, uh, you know, tell us anything as to, you know, what's going to happen in the ring or anything like that. But we can say that hard work in the gym will prepare you very well. Um, I have seen at least a piece, two pieces of footage, a piece of these gentlemen training, and I gotta tell you, man, the more high intense training that I see was Manny Pacquiao. I seen Keith Thurman on a fucking one of those aero bikes, and you know he was just, you know, just chilling and pushing and not even going hard or whatever, you know. Then I seen him going hard on a heavy bag, you know, but his speed, I don't know, there's something wrong with his speed. Uh, Then I seen Manny Pacquiao, who of course, you know, I seen him, you know, doing old school road work, so he was putting in miles as always, going up hills and shit. And then I seen him exploding on the fucking body bag with tremendous speed, bro. And I'm gonna tell you like this: Thurman may have a lot of power when it comes to this fight, man. But if Thurman don't get his speed up, dog, he need to hit the speed bag. He need to jump rope. Fuck the aero bike, man. Because Keith is looking still going into this fight right now. You know, he's looking. I'm telling you, man, he's gonna have to trim, and start getting fast. The power's already there. He needs to start speed training, man. I'm worried for Keith in this fight, kid. I don't know if you guys are not, but I'm worried for Keith. You know what I'm saying? You know, Manny Pacquiao is going to hit Keith Thurman. I don't, you know, Manny Pacquiao has hit faster fighters. Manny Pacquiao has even touched Floyd Mayweather. So, you know, I have to disagree. You know, Manny is putting hands on Thurman. Now, I'm not saying that Thurman is not going to put hands on Manny. He is going to put hands on Manny. And
This boy going to sleep, man.
You know what he's going to have to do here is he's going to have to play Othello, kid. He's going to have to turn the white chips into the black chips diagonally as to punching in more corrective form and beating Pacquiao to the punch. That's what this is going to have to be. You know what I'm saying? For Keith Thurman, he's going to have to be the first. He can't try to counter punch. He's gonna have to not, because Manny Pacquiao has got that game, and and before I pass it off, he's gonna have to fight him at a medium range and a long range. He can't go inside. Manny Pacquiao will eat him in the pocket. You know what I'm saying? Don't take away no vet status here. Manny Pacquiao has been with much better fighters than Keith Thurman. That is still instilled in him. Manny Pacquiao's not one of those fighters that have been, in long, extensive, sabbaticals and shit. And Manny Pacquiao has been here and has been fighting and has surpassed those that they're calling the best ever, even if it's self-proclaimed as well. And he has been taking motherfuckers' O's, okay, within the age bracket of the young man he's about to fight right now. The only problem is that he's got more of a math problem in front of him in Keith Thurman. And this is not regular arithmetic. This is not multiplication. This is trigonometry. Keith Thurman right now, okay, next to Pacquiao at 147 has the best resume. At the same time, okay, being the hardest hitter at 147. Okay, I can't say nothing about his slickness anymore because he has lost a step. Okay, I have to, as a Keith Thurman fan, I have to be honest. Okay, he has lost a step. Manny Pacquiao, as well, has lost a step or two. So he has lost more steps because he is older, he is more war-torn, driven. This is what's going to happen, man. Keith Thurman is going to have to break that calloused hide, of the fucking Grendel of a fucking monster that he's got in front of him, bro. This is a test for both men. To see if Manny Pacquiao can beat the best young man at 147 champion right now, and Keith Thurman is going to have to see if he can surpass the grandmastership of fucking Manny Pacquiao, the vet, the living legend. I pass it off.
Man, Pacquiao, man, get his ass knocked out. That was a nice eulogy for your boy. I like the way you said that. And I hope everybody refer back to this inspirational video. Man, let me tell you something. I'm not falling for this no more. I love Pacquiao too as a fighter. I like the boom, 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 boom. Yeah, I like that shit too. But it's over with. I've seen him for Mayweather, and he pissed me off with that bullshit. I've seen him with Adrian Broner, and he didn't get him out of there. Adrian Broner survived the Pacquiao onslaught. Adrian Broner survived the Pacquiao onslaught.
Yeah, but he was rolling, kid. My man was running, son.
Listen to me carefully, though. Listen to me carefully. Pacquiao still have problems with cutting off the fucking ring, man. If you give him foot movement, he gets confused. Okay? Now, Keith Thurman will implement the footwork. We know he got that. But Pacquiao has never fought anybody with the power, speed, and youth of Keith Thurman ever. Okay? Keith Thurman is probably the hardest opponent that he has faced.
You think so?
No,
it's other motherfuckers. Yeah, okay. It's other motherfuckers who are accomplished. But when Pacquiao fought them, they was not at the best that Keith Thurman is. Man, Mayweather and Pacquiao supposed to be fought. So we know that ain't the best Mayweather.
Keith Thurman is not at his best, my man.
That's what makes it even worse. Yep. He's at his best. He's at his peak in his prime. You guys are talking about because of a goddamn injury. Boxing is the only sport, man, that gets all emotional with an injury. A dude can fucking lay off and come back. Sometimes the body needs rest.
No, but I'm not talking about that. I'm not even speaking of that category as to Keith Thurman. Now, Keith Thurman is not ready for a Manny Pacquiao, bro.
Right, dude, Manny Pacquiao is not that good, man. Like, okay, here's the thing. He has problems with foot speed and timing and patience. This dude got knocked out by Marquez, man. The dude, listen, if you think Keith Thurman's not finna knock this 40-year-old guy out that comes towards you, y'all smoking, man. He's a smaller guy. Keith Thurman is faster and stronger and has more punching power than Manny Pacquiao. And Manny Pacquiao is gonna open himself up.
All right. Let me ask you a question. As to Duke Oden, as to saying that Manny doesn't have long arms,
No.
I mean, Manny has never, just like Manny was always the smaller man, Manny has never had longer arms than his. So he's always managed to touch them. So I'm not worried about that.
We understand it.
We shouldn't even have to worry about
Man,
that.
we know that. We're not saying, listen, we know Manny Pacquiao has fought bigger man and beat him, but he's fought bigger, tailored man. When you fight a big man and he's slow, he don't have technical skills, it doesn't count for shit. When you fight a big man like Thomas Hearns and whoop his ass, now I'm looking at you like you can fucking beat big man. I'm not talking about these Frankensteins. Anybody with speed can footwork around a Frankenstein, even if he's 6'6" and say, I'm a giant killer. Yeah, but it's the slowest, bummest fucking 6'6" guy you got. He fought Antonio Margarito, dude. Okay? He fought Oscar De La Hoya. He made weight in 12 years. So he's not fighting prime dangerous. I see him fight fucking Paul Williams. I see that I see he got out of that shit. He was in the division. He got the fuck out of that quick.
Mm-hmm.
No. I'm too small. I can't fight Paul Williams. Yeah, exactly. Now, if he would have slept something like that, I would have like, okay, cool. Thurman is the best fighter this guy has fought, man. I'm telling you right now. And this is an easy fight for Thurman. I know it's Pacquiao, and it shouldn't be that way, but Porter is a harder fight for Thurman. You know what I'm saying? Let me
ask you guys an unbiased question. But before I do it, I'm gonna answer. I'm gonna try to predict a question that you guys will ask me, and I'm gonna answer it before I ask you. If Keith Thurman either knocks out Manny Pacquiao or outpoints Manny Pacquiao, and I mean when he outpoints Manny Pacquiao to a fashion where it was a boxing clinic, I will say Manny Pacquiao needs to hang it up, and he got beat by the best at 147, no doubt. Now, would you guys do the same if Manny Pacquiao outclasses Keith Thurman and Keith Thurman looks like he makes him look like a fucking an AB, and Keith Thurman shows you that he's not ready, meaning he's hesitant. You know what I'm saying? He's stutter stepping. He's missing. He fought nervous. You know what I mean? Would you then say that he wasn't ready?
No. What? Keith Thurman's ready. What?
No. I'm just saying. If this plays out the way I'm saying, just like I said, if it plays out the way,
however it plays out, whoever wins is gonna get credit. It ain't nothing to. If Pacquiao beat Thurman, this is a great win for Pacquiao. Nobody's saying. I don't know who hating on that. Well, they've already tried to diminish Keith Thurman to hate on Pacquiao. I'm not one of those guys. I'm saying if he beat Thurman, this is what I want. This is what I'm happy about. Thurman came off his injuries. He's back in the ring. He's fought Josito Lopez. He looked a little vulnerable. He got the rust off, good rounds, and now he's good. He got 2 strength and conditioning coaches. We on the right path. There's no excuses. So full credit to both. And if it's a sensational victory, to me, this is really for who's like lineal. Because Keith Thurman if he beats Pacquiao, man, he's definitely had the best resume at 147 by a long shot.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he already has it now.
By a long shot.
Oh, yeah.
If he beat Porter and Danny Garcia and this guy, if he beat Pacquiao, man, that's a lot. That means this guy been fighting the best.
Yeah.
The way I see it is Pacquiao's lost probably, as you say, 2 steps from the AB fight. And he's looking vulnerable now. But the thing is, anybody could make AB look like that, in my opinion, if they put the pressure on him. You know what I'm saying? So I think he should have retired after the AB fight. However, that being said, seeing as he's fighting on, if he can do something similar to what Ali did when his skills were diminished and still get a great win over a young lion, it will make him greater than what he is now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. But this man, he's not. I don't see Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman's a little too. Okay. When we talk about Keith Thurman flaws, and I'm going to just tell you, like I said, with Mikey Garcia versus Errol Spence.
Right.
I believe Mikey Garcia technically could beat Errol Spence if they were the same size. I just didn't see Mikey Garcia having the physical abilities to pull off what he saw. Now, what he see, Terrence Crawford probably can actually pull off.
Right.
I don't see where Pacquiao can pull anything off on Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman's never been dropped, never been stopped. He's never been. I don't. He's never been outpointed.
That's a song, isn't it?
Never been dropped. Never been.
I don't see it.
Yo, bro, never say never, man. Especially with a Pacquiao, dog. Listen. I'm not, you know, like I said, I'm not taking anything away from Keith Thurman except for to me right now, since he's fought the good guys in this era, in his era, yes, but he hasn't fought, even though you want to call him the Minish, he hasn't fought the guys that have actually bought the fucking skill, the fucking, you know what I mean, the pedigree. Hold on. And the pedigree to fuck with a Manny Pacquiao who's been in this is his third era now, right? I mean, Jesus Christ. And he's still putting niggas on their ass, not maybe knocking them out or concussing them, but he's still dropping them, like you say, putting them on their pockets, right? And if he's not, he put who he put on his pockets?
Who that's good? Who's good that he's putting down on pockets right now?
Well, Jesse Vargas, when he took his title, he put him on his pockets.
Matisse when he was a champ.
Matisse trash.
Nah, we can't say.
Yeah, but he was still a champ.
No, he trash.
But he was still a champ. You can't take that away from him.
No. Matisse wasn't no champ. What champ was he? He didn't have no belt.
Yes, he did.
WBA was it?
Yeah, he did. That's where he won his title from. That's where he got it from.
Man. Oh, you talking about? Oh, you mean the regular? You trying to say the interim title?
I don't even know which one it was.
Yeah. It was. Man, come on! It's the second WBA title. Keith Thurman had the WBA super title, so you can't. No, you mean the regular title? Because your boy Lucas Matisse beat Kareem, the guy from Thailand or whatever.
Right.
He got what that was. That was the regular title. Or was that the interim WBA title? See what I'm saying? So my point is this. I'm glad the fight's here. And I want Thurman to be the underdog, or whatever the case may be, because this is what this man been clamoring for. I don't see Pacquiao. You keep naming all the things that make Pacquiao senior. You're so locked in on what he did and his legacy.
The reason why I say this is because of his experience. You're falling asleep. Look, listen. Hold on. I'm gonna give you a quick fucking.
Physically though, you keep Cotto.
Physically. This has everything. This example.
You can talk. You can have it. What I'm asking you is this. This is what I'm asking. You can have it. What I'm asking you, keep telling me his resume can't fight Keith Thurman. What I'm asking you is what is Pacquiao going to do with it? Not just say he's gonna do. Oh, he got to be cousin. Tell me, because I don't see.
I'm going to tell you. And what I'm saying here is you're falling asleep, and everybody's falling asleep on experience. These boys don't fight each. Keith Thurman Keith Thurman ain't really fought nobody. So let's really take a look at Sean. Hold on. Let's take a look at Sean Porter. Let's take a look at fucking Danny Garcia. I mean, where the fuck are they now? Let's really take a look at this. Now we have to take a look at who Pacquiao has fought, because this is a combat sport that consists of the saying, I've been with the best of them. And Pacquiao has been with the best of them. So you can't take nothing away from Manny Pacquiao, because what I'm throwing here on the table is experience.
You're failing. No,
I'm not.
You're failing.
George Foreman beat motherfuckers with experience. He didn't have speed. All he had was power.
You're talking about George Foreman.
That's what I'm saying. They're almost at the same age bracket.
You're naming Cotto. I know you're a historian. You keep referring to historical facts that already happened.
But you have to throw these historical facts, because this is what makes the machine.
He had the same shit versus Mayweather and got beat the fuck up.
But he fought a Mayweather.
Man, but he could do nothing physical to him, is what I'm asking.
But Mayweather really didn't do that much. Mayweather didn't Canelo fucking pack up.
We know Mayweather don't do nothing.
Okay, so what I'm saying here is that Manny Pacquiao is hardly gonna get touched by a fucking Keith Thurman, who is slower than most of the fighters that Manny Pacquiao has fought. Facts.
What? Keith Thurman is slower than the man. So hold on. You telling me Jesse Vargas is faster than Keith Thurman?
What happened?
You telling me Jesse Vargas is faster than Keith Thurman? Marquez is faster than Keith Thurman.
Bro, we know who the faster fighters were. Floyd Mayweather Jr. You know what I'm saying? We know who the fucking Bradley. We know who the faster fighters were.
No Keith Thurman, man. What are you talking?
Fucking Barrera. Let's talk about niggas that 140, motherfuckers that were lightning speed faster than Thurman, son.
No, man, you tripping. You just saying stuff.
Are you kidding?
You tripping, man. Okay, I'm not going down that path because you getting away from what I'm asking you.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying. Look, what I'm saying here is no, my brother. What I'm saying here is you're saying that I can't throw in historical facts. That's like saying you can't throw a Mustang in a race without having its fucking engine. That wouldn't make the fucking car run. You have to throw in what this car was built out of, right?
No, you're not listening. Okay, you keep talking about. You're saying stuff like I'm using the facts. I'm not talking about his accolades. I'm not talking about his accolades, which you keep labeling as experience. What I'm asking you is, how is this man Pacquiao going to catch up to a dude who's faster than him, than a guy who has better foot speed than him, who is way younger than him, and he's not Mayweather that's going to sit there and shell up. This guy is going to try to bang with him, and you know that. And if he connect, this guy is going to sleep. You know that.
Can I ask you a question? Does Manny Pacquiao hit harder than Collazo?
Shit, Pacquiao got accumulation punishment.
No. Come on. Yo, let's be honest.
We've been
he's ducking the question.
We've been honest, but we're not gonna do that. I'm saying.
Okay, no. We gonna do it. We gonna do it. Hold on. We gonna do it because Manny Pacquiao hits harder than most of the guys that Keith Thurman has fought. Do you don't think that Manny Pacquiao's gonna hit him with his shot and Keith is gonna do? Hold on. And Keith is gonna do what he did with Collazo and Sean Porter towards the ending of the championship rounds, and that's get on his Huffy.
Keith Thurman got better power than Pacquiao. What you saying about that?
I'm just saying because he's younger. Of course he got power.
I'm finna tell you everything that Keith Thurman do better than him.
Hold on. But you asked me a question. I'm not able to answer it. What Manny Pacquiao's going to do is what Keith Thurman has not underwent. You know what that is, Zone? You know what that is? Setting traps. There ain't nobody that has ever. And Manny Pacquiao, I'm telling you, that's what experienced motherfuckers do. They set traps on these young dudes that get caught and they slip right the fuck out. I'm telling you. And this is what's going to happen to Keith Thurman because Keith Thurman ain't seen a Pacquiao before, bro. This is a vet.
I think Sean Porter is a better look than Pacquiao, to be honest with you, for Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman got power, and if he connects against Manny's chin, Manny's going to sleep, and that's been proven. And we know Keith Thurman can put you on your pocket at minimum.
And you don't think that if Manny Pacquiao has accumulation of maybe 3-punch combo on Keith's jaw, he ain't going to sleep either?
Now, I don't think he's going to be able to pull off 3-punch combos.
Wow. You're taking away. You're taking away from Pacquiao, bro.
Listen what I'm saying. Now we working on something. I don't think that Pacquiao can pull off combos like that on Keith Thurman because of his foot speed and because of his power.
Yeah, but you're overlooking the fact that he won't get caught in the ropes or in the corner.
No, I'm not. I don't think he's going to be able to push him back. He's not that kind of fighter.
It's not even the case of that. What if the fight goes long and Thurman gets gassed?
No, what I'm saying is, like Porter does that. He pushes you to the rope. Pacquiao doesn't push you to the ropes.
But he doesn't have to push him to the ropes. He just needs to get him on the back foot.
Oh, I don't think he's going to. I think Keith Thurman can fight on the back foot, but I don't think he's going to need to do that against Pacquiao.
I think it all depends on what Pacquiao turns up in it.
Well, Pacquiao, see, Thurman has fought a lot of guys that put their head in your chest and come forward. We're looking at Sean Porter. We're looking at Josecito Lopez. So he's fighting these guys. So we've seen him on the rope lately, right? That's understandable. Pacquiao don't push nobody to the ropes. What?
He don't push him to the ropes. He walks him down to the ropes. He ain't got to push nobody. Pacquiao, with his fucking punch output, he make motherfuckers that don't fight off the back foot fight off the back foot.
Like Keith Thurman.
But Thurman's going to get on his bike anyway. So So let's say Pacquiao's pressing forward and Thurman's near the ropes. He's gonna try and stay away from Pacquiao. He's gonna get on his bike. He's gonna circle Pacquiao for most of that fight. Trust me.
What about Keith Thurman walking him down? Keith Thurman can walk you down.
He's gonna.
Like,
I'm not saying he can't do that.
He walked. Man, Pacquiao going to sleep. I mean, Pacquiao has no.
Ooh, I think you two should have a bet.
Yo, what I'm saying here is this. What I'm saying, this is why I'm saying you're taking away from Pacquiao. I admit that if Thurman touches Pacquiao, Pacquiao's going to sleep with the nighttime sniffling, sneezing, stuffy, achy, coffee, go the fuck to sleep punch. No doubt. But now you have to admit that there's a possibility that if Pacquiao, because you say he's accumulated punches, if Pacquiao lands, because he will land combinations on Keith, you're saying that he won't, but he will. You know what I'm saying? You mean to tell me that if Pacquiao don't land a 3, he won't knock him out because you feel that he's not going to touch him at all? You saying here that Pacquiao's not going to land combos on Keith? Keith is going to gas out. Keith has never been with an explosive fighter like this. Sean Porter does not fight at a high caliber as Pacquiao does, bro. Let's stop this shit. You want to compare punch output against fucking Pacquiao and Porter right now?
Man, Pacquiao got stopped by Marquez. Man,
and who's Marquez? Who's Marquez? Who is Marquez?
Marquez is the guy who got the fuck out of the division when Keith Thurman was in there. He didn't want to fight none of them.
Who is Marquez?
He didn't want to fight none of them.
How many times did Marquez won? Come on, guy. Zone. You can't take away from Zone. Are you kidding me? You can't do that.
Marquez retired. He quit the welterweight division because he didn't want to fight none of the new hungry guys. Everybody know that, man. Come on.
Who?
Bro.
Marquez could have fought.
Marquez's knee was done.
But then we want to take Mark. Hold on. You say that, but you'll take the Pacquiao knockout, right? As it being supreme, though. Come on, you can't do that.
No, I'm telling you, if Marquez can knock this kid out and catch him, and he's slower and smaller than Thurman, I just see, and he's older. Man, this dude going to sleep, man. This gonna be Keith Thurman's best fight.
Now, what happens if Manny Pacquiao,
okay.
I mean, what happens if Manny Pacquiao comes in and I'm telling you, and he just outwits Thurman? What will you say then? You still ain't answer that.
IQ. Man does not have a better IQ than Thurman. Okay, you guys talk
Who?
about Thurman.
Wait. Repeat that, please.
Thurman has a higher IQ than Manny Pacquiao.
Get the what?
We know this. Come on now, man.
Oh my!
What are you talking about? Man,
are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Man, I ain't never known Pacquiao to be ring intelligent.
What?
Nah, I ain't never. I just know he's physical in his younger day, in his prime. Man, that dude ain't that intelligent.
He hasn't. The modern martial artist, and who's the other guy? Has done videos on it. Fantastic.
Bro, do you think that Pacquiao slips that left with no strategy, bro?
Y'all exaggerating.
Are you kidding me?
When we talking about intelligent boxers on a scale of 1 to 5 amongst boxers, I'm not talking about common sense street guys. Pacquiao would not be considered one of the top intellectual boxers.
Wow.
He's not a big time thinker to me,
bro.
He doesn't have a high ring guy.
Bro, Manny Pacquiao is known for setting the most strategic traps on niggas, bro. Slipping that left.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is, bro.
For extreme fans, man. He's not known for setting traps.
What?
He's known for getting traps set on him.
Bro.
That's how he got knocked out.
I mean, yeah.
Pacquiao, that's why he lost to Mayweather.
But Marquez was old.
No, Marquez just knocked him out. Marquez was old. But he knocked him out. That's what makes it even
right.
worse.
And he knocked him out because he was jumping in with his little defense, no doubt.
Because he doesn't have a fucking IQ, is what I'm saying. That's what
he made a mistake.
Everybody makes me look.
That doesn't mean he doesn't have it.
I'm sorry. What was that, Tommy?
Just because he made a mistake and got knocked out, that doesn't mean he doesn't have a good ring IQ.
I was just gonna say that.
Sorry, you two going at it.
No.
What about round? Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'm good.
What about round 3 when Marquez put him on his back?
Yeah, and Pacquiao put him on his back straight after, didn't he?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Well, actually, he touched the glove to the floor, but still knocked him down.
Right. Come on now. That wasn't a good. That was a soft one. He got him, but it wasn't like when Marquez.
No, it wasn't
hit him
clean.
with the
Clean.
Yeah. Marquez
Yeah, I'll give you
put him
that.
all
Yeah.
the way on his back.
But
Yeah, man, come on, man. We'll see. If Marquez can do it and Bradley can beat him, Jeff Horn can beat him, and Mayweather can beat him. Thurman definitely go. This is an easy fight for Thurman, man.
Easy fight. Easy
right.
fight. Okay,
I
what's
think
your
it's gonna be
prediction?
the
What
best
round?
fight. I'm thinking under 8. I think they stop it.
All right. What up,
Stop
10
it.
players? What up, Fox? What's going on, fellas?
Under 8. Keith Thurman stops him.
Under 8. Okay.
Under 8.
Under 8.
Yep, I got under 8.
All right. All right. You want to bet lawnmowers?
Nah, man.
Because we old timers, man. I bet you my lawnmower, nigga. Word up.
Yeah.
See, now that's how you debate, goddammit. No doubt. That's a good one, man. That's a great one, a good, healthy one. But I mean, I see what you're saying. I see your points, Zone. I see your points. But I just can't believe that you actually think that this gonna be a clean dog walk for Thurman. You actually think that?
Yeah, because I think this some people are made for some people. This is why this man been asking to fight Mayweather and Pacquiao.
That's interesting, Tommy.
To me, I can't make up my mind because obviously he's fresh from the Broner fight. He really didn't take any damage, but I really wasn't impressed with Pacquiao. But just by, do you remember when Broner was on the ropes and Pacquiao would be punching, but he'd also be pulling down Broner's defense on the retraction of his hand with the inside of the glove. He looked old and tired when he was doing that. And see, a couple of years ago, he was fantastic at that. He looked real fresh. So I'm starting to think because of his age, his gas tank's starting to go a little bit. So I'm on the fence for this one, but I'm going to go Pacquiao anyway. By decision.
I hear you. No doubt. No doubt. A lot of people in the chat, man. Duke Golden is saying Thurman by split decision. The Fox, no doubt, my man, the Fox. The Hands of Stone. What's going on? Hands of Stone. Peace to Unbiased or Biased Boxing Talk and News. What's up, my brother? What's going on? No doubt. Duke Golden says you can't compare AB to Keith. What do you guys say about that, Tommy? Tommy?
Well, is Thurman a multi-weight world champion?
Ooh, that's a good one there. That's a good one there. I mean, in skill-wise, I don't know. I think Thurman got the better hands. What do you think, Zone?
Thurman and Pacquiao.
Oh, yeah. I guess he's busy right now. Yeah, I think Thurman has the better hands. Than
yeah, but Broner at his best, his counter shots were very, very good. Do you see when he put down what's his name, Porter in the what was it, 12th round or something like that? Yeah,
and he also did it to what was it, Taylor? Hit him with that uppercut, the last round. That was
Yeah, but Broner's done.
Yeah, he's just a fucking. I mean, Broner. When he was younger, he was better, but that's another.
He should have stayed at 140. He should never gone up to 147. He can't hack it.
What he should have done was he should have taken the road of fighting Maidana for retribution and shit, man. He never should have let Floyd take his food like that, and I think that's what's bothering him to this point, of his life, that he let Floyd take his food like that against Maidana, and supposedly Maidana's coming back. We keep hearing this and seeing Maidana in the gym, and he's not gonna come back at 140. So he probably come back at 154, 160, most likely, because my man big now. So, that ship has sailed. That ship has fucking sailed.
I can't even see. Well, I'm getting big echo.
I mean, if Maidana can still crack, but it's just he was big and fat, so we don't know if he still got his step. You know what I mean?
Well, he's brought his weight down now enough. He's had enough time to recover. It's not as if he had to do it. Tyson Fury, he's had more time, so it'll be better on him if he comes back and has had
Yeah.
the longer, camp.
Yeah, he's been out for a while, right?
Oh, speaking of which, did you guys see the weigh-in for Fury Schwartz?
Hmm.
Fury still carrying a lot of fat, though, isn't he?
Yeah, I mean he still looks solid.
Oh no,
I
don't get me wrong, he's good shape, but he was lighter for a Wilder fight.
Yeah, it's just around his waist, man. He needs to work on that. Yeah, that looks like pudding. It looks like Christmas pudding.
Yeah.
And he's gotta do some fucking. He's got to do a lot of fucking sit-ups and side-ups and all that shit. Yeah. Are you vaping, Tommy?
I am.
I can hear that shit. Fucking crackhead. I was kidding, man. Well, man, all right, man. Peace to Zone 6 and my man Tommy Temper and everybody, man, that stopped by, man. You guys are the greatest, man. Just want to tell you, hashtag come back to boxing. You know what I'm saying? This is your movement. Peace to Duke Golden, the Fox, 10 players, Christian NWO, my man Pablo, everybody that just basically stopped on in, Hybrid 95, shit, it goes all the way up to Unbiased Boxing, and Subash, Kunwar, peace to you, my bro. Peace to everybody that was on the check-in today, man. If you guys are still trying to kill time, I tell you right now, go to my playlist. There's a lot of entertainment on there. You got Talking with Tyson, the series, which is comedy. A lot of impersonations on there. You like it. Smoke a blunt if you do. Have a brew and just listen to it. Then you also got Hip Box if you like watching boxing videos with hip hop music behind it. It's on there. A little collab with a couple of YouTube uploaders and editors on here. Then I've also got Brosco and his 45, which is basically an ebook sort of like series narrated by myself doing the voices, the voiceovers. It's a boxing series I wrote. Go check it out. It's awesome. It's been on. I got 2 seasons on there. So if you want to kill, a little bit of time with the boxing, go check that out. I also got old school interviews with Roy Jones Jr., Tim Witherspoon, and so on and so forth on there. So go check out my playlist. Otherwise than that, go check out Zone 6 Boxing as well. Go check out his channel. Everybody that I mentioned that was on the chat, go check out their channel as well. Go check out Tommy Temper, funny motherfucker. Tommy Temper. Yeah, man. And peace to everybody out there, man, that's keeping it real and keeping it boxing. Otherwise than that, I'm your boy Jay Cotto, telling the truth within the sport of boxing. Star Wars, the movies, and life itself. God bless.
All right.
All right, guys. Peace.
Peace.